part of coding with if-then statements. These are also called conditionals. How we will work with conditionals with the code jumper is this little fellow right here. This is a selection pod. These two knobs control two different numbers. So I will go ahead and I'm going to plug this in so you can hear. So this first knob
7, 8
will control 1 through 8. This one
4
will also
6.
go 1 through 8. But how it's set up is it's reading this in the code as if this number is greater than this number, then we will go and do one thing, and if it is not, then we will do another thing. We're going to listen to this code. We're going to set this.
2, 3, 4.
Do 4 for this first one.
5, 4, 3, 2.
And 2 for this one. So in the code line, it sounds like this.
Thread 1 twinkle, twinkle. If 4 is greater than 2. Else. And if. End thread.
So right now, it's just simply comparing. If this number is greater than this one, it would do whatever's connected here. If it was not, then it's going to do whatever's connected here. So we're going to plug 2 play pods in. So we'll plug these 2 play pods into here. We'll start with this one first. So you can think of if this statement here is true, do this. If this statement here is false, go to that side. So this one, we're just going to do
Twinkle, twinkle.
twinkle 1 for 1 time speed.
Little star.
And then we'll do star for 2 times speed with this one, so there's an obvious difference. So right now we have if 4 is greater than 2, play twinkle 1 at 1 time speed. If it is not, which it's not true, they would do star at 2 times speed. So you can ask the participants at this point, if I hit play, what do you think, what sound do you think it would play? So we're gonna hit play.
Twinkle.
So when we hit play and we run the code, it only is playing this one pod here. If you want to know what the code sounds like.
Thread 1 twinkle, twinkle. If 4 is greater than 2. Play twinkle 1 for 1 times speed. Else. Play star for 2 times speed. And if. End thread.
So if we were to change these, so we're gonna move this one.
5, 6, 4, 2, 1.
So this one is at 1 and this one is at 2. So obviously 1 is not greater than 2. Therefore, it should play this sound. Let's see. Yay. We'll listen to the code.
Thread 1 twinkle, twinkle. If 1 is greater than 2. Play twinkle 1 for 1 times speed. Else. Play star for 2 times speed. And if. End thread.
So this is a very simple version of a conditional statement, an if-then statement. It is simply comparing 2 different numbers that you can change by moving these knobs, 1 through 8. Another thing you can do, you can introduce this little fella here. Kind of looks like an alien head. It has 2 headphone jacks coming out the top, and we can plug each one into the end of these play pods. And this is called a merge pod. So it's going to merge this line of code here into one point so that it can then continue on regardless of what happens. If it goes this way or this way, it will then continue on and do the next thing. So we're first just going to plug this in. And right now, if I were to play it,
2, 3, 3, 2, 1.
this one is 3, this one is 2. So it would just simply play this one.
Twinkle.
And it doesn't sound like anything changed. Even in the code, nothing technically changed until you actually plug in another pod in the end of this merge pod. So we're going to plug in one more. And we're going to change this.
Twinkle, twinkle, little.
So right now we have this one here, which is 3, this one here, which is 2. If 3 is greater than 1, it will play this, and then it will continue to play that. Even if we change these and it goes this route and actually plays this pod over here, it'll still continue on and play this last final pod. We're going to check the code, so we want to hear what that sounds like. It'll tell a conditional statement, and then it will have an extra line at the end.
Thread 1 twinkle, twinkle. If 4 is greater than 1. Play twinkle 1 for 1 times speed. Else. Play star for 2 times speed. And if. Play little for 0.5 times speed. End thread.
So at this point, you can also ask the participants, what do you think it'll do? Will it play this sound or that sound? And then with this sound here, you can ask them, reflect on why they might think that, or, if they got it correct, encourage them, congratulate them.
Twinkle,
So if 4 is greater than 1, we play twinkle, and it continued on to doing the star sound. We can change these again, however, I don't think we went over this, but I'm just going to cover it real quick. You can introduce these fellas here. These are plugs. These are constant plugs. This one here has 5. This one here has 3. So if we plug this in, it will always set this to the number 5.
5, 5, 5, 3, 3, 3.
So it'll always be whatever number is plugged in here. And you can hear in the code that it has set these to constants that aren't changeable now.
Thread 1 twinkle, twinkle. If constant, 5, is greater than constant, 3. Play twinkle 1 for 1 times speed. Else. Play star for 2 times speed. And if. Play little for 0.5 times speed. End thread.
Alright, so this is a very basic code concept of a conditional statement, an if-then. So if this, do that, else, if this, do that. And then you can continue on if there's more code to that.